I'm not built for office life. This gives me a way to get away, I guess you would say, and then come back and still have the family life as well.
I do remember, when I first started, I was like, what did I get myself into? But after a while, you get used to the work. It is hard work, but you get used to it,
One of the first things I remember Robert Sidderlit, the owner of Thermal-Tec, saying, nobody grows up thinking they're gonna be a roofer. You just, at some point, you just pick a path. A lot of people will come in here and they try to compare it to other roofing systems. It's very hard to describe if you haven't been with the guys. It's physical, challenging, it's exciting.
I mean, if you watch a video of it, it looks easy, but it's really not. And I mean, if it were easy, everybody would do it.
You have to be self-motivated, willing to work in all conditions, and just driven. Just how intense the climate is and just how hard a work that is actually involved with it.
All the safety work that goes into it, it's almost 50% of our job nowadays. For the first 1 second, it's a headache, but now I've done it so much, it just comes secondhand, and I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I don't want to get hurt. I'd rather put people above production, because I want to go home at the end of the day if there is an accident.
And safety is the main thing. The roof might look brand new, but underneath what you don't see, it could be, you can fall through. It's dangerous.
We do a lot of dangerous jobs, but as far as the culture, it starts at safety. Nothing is done without being safe.
We don't even start the job until the safety is to the point where I feel like it's safe to be able to have a work environment. We go through the whole JSA in the morning, and then we go through and make sure that all the fall protection is adequate. We check our harnesses, and I tell anybody one-on-one instead of just in a group, if you don't feel safe, tell me that, and I will make it more safe for you before we continue.
One of our main problems is falling, not wearing their harness when they're supposed to, or putting it on properly, or stepping outside of our warning taglines. Because anything can go wrong, especially at the edge. You could slip, and some places we're really high up there, and you ain't coming back from a fall from 80 feet. The weather's not always what it says, so it's kind of hard to explain what the weather is here, and then you relay it to the message, and then looking on an app and it doesn't say it's like raining or very windy, but you can tell it's definitely not that.
If it's too windy, I just got to shut it down, and wind's been a really big thing to us lately because we have to replace skylights, and if you're trying to carry a giant skylight, the wind will take that, and it's like parasailing, and that's not safe at all. I had a guy one year, we were doing this metal roof, and he made the wrong call when it came to wearing fall protection, and I asked him if he would wear a harness because it was really thin metal through there. And then as soon as he put his harness on and he walked back out there to finish screwing down the metal panels, it ripped through and he fell down to his shoulders, and luckily he was tied on because it was a 60-foot drop to cement. You can get injured and not be able to work, or you could die and never go back to your family, and I don't want either of those on my conscience.
They don't take tying off serious enough. In certain conditions, you might think it's safe, but it's never really 100% safe.
All it takes is a second to be unsafe, or you slip, something bumps you, you fall off balance. As uncomfortable as fall protection can be with your harness and a self-retracting lanyard, all it takes is a second, and it saves you.
You can't see it. It might look good on the top, but underneath it's rusted right out. You can't tell. You can put your fingers right through it. So
anytime something's not safe, we either grab onto each other, we suggest, hey, maybe you should put another tie off on, maybe you should get it closer so you won't, if you do fall, you won't fall as far. We're always looking out for each other constantly on the roof.
It's a family at Thermal-Tec. It turned out to be, it's a huge team effort. Everybody contributes. One week gear in the machine and it doesn't work. So I mean, it's all of us have to work together to create what we have.